active Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Libra to new moon, void of course, then in Taurus, new moon, eclipse, and all of that, April 2023. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. We're about to hit 25 years in business. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version available. There is, of course, a link in the description box if you'd like to check it out and preview a bit of it for free and get a little glimpse of some of the prayers, principles, and practices that have kept me in business, not just for 25 years, but a lot of good stuff in there in chakra chapters. There are chakras in these readings, so maybe it might be helpful. And if you're down in my description box, oh, don't miss my link for Patreon. Patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. Isn't it cool? I really dig it so much. It's a members-only subscription platform that allows me as a mystical artist, a spiritual teacher, an intuitive reader for the majority of my life, and a professional witch to do all sorts of cool stuff. At the time of this recording, I have 8 levels of subscribers. We've got Seeker, Human, Hero, Angel, Witch, Mystic, Immortal, God, Goddess. I screwed up the order, but that's right. God, Goddess is the top tier. They get everything available there, but all of my subscribers get a daily check-in. Unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me every morning about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little meditation, something to send us on our way. And it is my favorite way to start the day, and we're building a lovely community over there. I'm really digging it big time. All of my subscribers also get the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. They are juggernauts. All of my extended readings are timeless and available on Vimeo if you want to pay per view. But that's why I make it available to all of them. As long as you're a subscriber, doesn't matter what level, you have access to all of the extendeds, past, present, and into the future, and I love it. And it is, to this day, the best career move I have ever made. So if you are looking for a deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons. Mark Angelo Lyons. My parents named me that. But you can just call me Mal. Hey, my aqua lungs, my aquariums. Let's get down to biz, shall we? We got to do the explanation for the new people. Hello, welcome new aquariums and cross-watchers. So we'll get the explanation done and then we'll get into the divination. So if you are new to my channel, an 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about really anything. But in this case, we're applying it to a 2-week period, a waning moon from a full moon to a new moon, the releasing, the letting go, the shadow work, right? Lots of links in the description box down there for shadow work and mirror work and all that kind of stuff, but I prefer the language of spiritual alchemy. 3 atoms on the periodic table. In between lead and gold, lead is heavier, so those 3 atoms cannot be created or destroyed to become gold. They have to be released, transformed. I prefer the word alchemized in the releasing of that process. That's why we've got archetypes involved, chakras, and all sorts of clues, tips, and hints to help you move to a more golden timeline. Infinite number of quantum timelines. Every choice we make determines whether we're headed towards gold or lead. So that's what these reads are for. So cross-watchers, you have the opportunity to have some understanding, some sympathy, some empathy, some insight to the Aquarian you are cross-watching for. But if you apply some of this to yourself, not only will you be in support of the Aquarian you are cross-watching for, but you will do your own alchemy in some way, shape, or form. More gold than lead, which helps the entire Aquarian collective, because there's only one of us, right? Infinite variety, but E equals MC squared. Let's keep it in the E, shall we? And I'll keep it in the I, and do the best that I can to get you the clarity, guidance, grace, love, wisdom, and power that might come through this reading to help you shift to a more golden timeline for your well-being and for the well-being of all of life. Let's look at the timeline, shall we? I'm a Virgo. I've got a clipboard, of course I do. Full moon in Libra. Now you're an air sign, it's an air sign, so a trine somewhere in there. You might be interested. Full moon in Libra, Thursday, April 6th. 12:34 a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been saying it. That's like more confirmation to me than any 1111 or angel number. 1, 2, 3, 4 says everything's in alignment in the golden timeline, at least for me. Use it as you like. When the moon rides at her peak, then ye hearts desire seek, and that's why I do the 5-card draws, the beautiful, nudiful, if you want, because then you let go, you release, you spend 2 weeks, or take the opportunity to no longer delay what cannot be prevented in your own personal alchemy, bringing you to a rather tricky new moon. It's an eclipse. It's on April 20th, which, yes, I guess that makes it 420. You do you. Goes void, of course, at the same moment. It goes new and eclipse and all of that at 12:13 a.m. Not great for magic, just saying. 12:30 a.m. the moon will go into Taurus, and then at 4:14 a.m. the sun will go into Taurus. So I would wait till at least 5 a.m. Eastern. I am in New York, right? Wake up in that vibe. And cast for something that could be really, really cool. I mean, a Taurus moon on a Thursday speaks of abundance and money and life values and all that kind of sort of. So in between those 2 dates, just to mention, the only thing I found of note astrologically is on the 11th of April, Venus enters Gemini. Now, Venus goes through all of the signs pretty much in a year, depending on retrogrades, but that would, again, make a trine for the other 2 air signs, obviously, Libra being one, and Gemini being the other. So this could be a good one for you. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Do check your other signs, particularly if, you know, you have something in Gemini, might be hopeful. And all of that explanation now can be followed by divination. And that shift happens for me in a lovely 2-word spell that my guides gave me a couple of years ago. So see if you can catch it if you can. Please take a nice deep breath. So much explanation. Still point. And here comes the divination. Using the Caroline Myss archetype cards. Yes, that's Caroline, M-Y-S-S. She is a PhD, author of Anatomy of the Spirit, Sacred Contracts, Defy Gravity, Entering the Castle, and so many other works that just have helped me immensely in this life. Please, I call to the beloved pantheons of the divine for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the dominant archetype in their 8th chakra, determining the shadow work, the soul power, that they can delay or not delay? It cannot be prevented. Alchemizing their shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love. Woo! This full to new, the guide archetype, a divine family archetype, although it sometimes may split, for there are 9 different families, with the wisdom family archetype. There's sometimes some zones of overlap archetypally. Now this is in the 8th chakra, hovering over the head of the Aquarian and the crosswatcher for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. The shadow attribute written on the card indicates the shadow work, the lead, if you will. The light attribute written at the top of the card, the gold, what you are shooting for. So even if you are dealing with someone who has this dominant, then you're dealing with it for a reason, if not a season or an entire lifetime. So listen to the toxicity of this. The shadow attribute of the guide places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. I have struggled with that my entire life because, you know, I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, there ain't nothing in this world for free. So, you know, as a guide, I've been a guide in so many different ways, shapes, and forms. I would say it's pretty close to being lifetime for me, but it really kicked in for larger seasons in my life, and certainly it's part of what I do in my work every single day, particularly always edging towards the gold. The light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So of course this is about your own guidance system. Of course this is about your connection to the divine, to the eternal within all of life, right? You know, that which never changes yet is behind all change, right? That's why you can jump a timeline. Oh, what was the right decision tomorrow might not be the right decision right now, right? It changes so quickly. And they've been telling me, my guides are amazing. Like, as I'm getting ready to go to sleep, they go, by the way, you know, when you jump a timeline, you let go of any memories that don't match into that timeline that you had before. I'm like, really? I was like, I don't remember that. I'm like, they're like, of course you don't, right? It's tricky. So let's see what this is about. This is going to shift all the chakras underneath it, what you attract and what you repel. So you have the free will to no longer delay what can't be prevented, because you'll just keep coming back over and over and over, either to the situation or lifetime after lifetime, yeah? Because that's how the game is played. This world cannot be escaped through death, only through truth. A Course in Miracles. I know, it kind of sucks. Please take a nice deep breath. That truth has pulled me back from the abyss plenty times, though. Still point. This feels light. I call upon my goddesses of air, the sign of Aquarius, powers of the East, heart, throat, third eye, crown, internal, internal, goddess energy, creative intuition, please. What does the Aquarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, need to be aware of inside the inside? Throat chakra minimum, spit, swallow, or chew. Are they going to delay? Are they going to try and delay, or go for what cannot be prevented to do this shadow work, alchemizing the guide in the 8th, this full to new 2 of Cups? I know, everybody's romance card, I get it. Definitely heart chakra, if we're going to pick one of the 4 to align that with. But I love Daughters of the Moon Tarot. It's not your traditional romantic image. It's 2 cups in a whirlpool. Whirlpool is actually the key word written on the card. So if you take 2 cups and put them in water in a big whirlpool, I think that's Charybdis, not Scylla. I don't remember, you know, Greek monsters. It's all Greek to me, right? So you put them in opposite ends. Eventually they will meet in the middle. So this is certainly an attraction, a heart pull, a heart tug. But 2s are always about choices, maybe not decisions. So a 2 could also be that throat chakra. Maybe chew on this a little bit, feel it out both ways. Let's look what's going on in the outside, or at least the masculine energy. The yang dynamic, you from the outside looking in at yourself, sort of like in a mirror, or you from the inside looking out at different relationships in the world. Lower 3 chakras are relationships in the physical world, including your relationship to yourself, your self-esteem, your self-respect, your boundaries, all of that. So let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, this could be romantic, huh? So, call upon my gods of air, the sign of Aquarius, powers of the East. Please, beloved gods of fixed air, 1 card in clarity for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Inside out, outside in, lower 3 chakras, masculine yang energy, to alchemize the guide in the 8th, 2 of Cups on the inner. This this full to new, you got a double whammy, 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups inside, outside. Holy crap, that is so rare. There are only 2 tarot decks. You can tell my energy field instantly reacts, huh? Struck by lightning, kind of, sorta. Well, I think if you're seeking guidance in a romantic situation, I mean, we still got more cards coming, but I think that is certainly here. This is, well, it's not how when Harry met Sally, it's how Eros met Psyche. He was sent to, Eros is the son of Ares and Aphrodite, god of war, goddess of love, because she was too pretty. And Aphrodite said, sweetheart, go kill her for me. He's on his way there. He pricks himself on one of his golden arrows, falls madly in love with her, and they end up getting married in the 3 of Cups, but that ain't the end of the story. Oh no. Now the funny thing about this is she can't see what he looks like, and he doesn't want her to see what he looks like, because everybody who looks at him falls in love. I can relate. Right? So it's a beautiful myth. It is a true love story, and the 10 of Cups is quite amazing. So at least what's on the inner is on the outer here, right? So you're not delusional, but the need for guidance, particularly with an attraction, and again, that could be to a person, place, or thing in a general read. But let's keep going. Those 3 atoms, if you think of them as archetypal or symbolic obstacles, then using the help of Lord Ganesh, with the whispers of Lord Ganesha from Angelo Hartfield, Blue Angel Publishing, He is the Hindu, elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. And I just had a Taurus kitty head bonk my ankle at full speed. Hey, buddy, you gonna chill for a bit? You want to come up and sit with me? No, you just want to head bonk my ankles and distract me? Well, you're good at that. He's a Taurus. Please take a nice deep breath. Your opposite sign. Still point. That's why that new moon in Taurus might be tricky. Here we go. Here he is. I call upon the beloved Lord Ganesh, God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. Please, beloved one card in clarity for the beloved Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help the Aquarians and the cross watchers alchemize the guide in the 8th? 2 of Cups on the inner, 2 of Cups on the outer. Womp womp. Uh-oh. This beautiful full to new spiritual quest hero's journey. Woof. All right, spiritual quest. Look, he's got his umbrella, he's got his hair in an updo, he's on a journey. I'm sure he's wearing very sensible yet stylish divine footwear. We love Lord Ganesh. I mean, a great sense of humor considering his trunk alone can do massive damage, but really, really good at removing obstacle. I've been cultivating a relationship with Ganesh since I started working with the Ashaya monks back in 1998. So let me read you from the bookie book here. Spiritual quest, itty bitty teeny tiny writing. You are called to realize your full potential and to choose to become a force for good in the world. You're a frickin' superhero. I'm Justice League Dark. They only call me in when absolutely necessary. Whether or not you are aware of it, you are embarking on a great spiritual quest. Your soul is leading you to a myriad of discoveries about who you truly are and what you came here to achieve in this lifetime. Each of us has a unique journey that is tailored especially for us and designed for us to reach our highest potential. During this quest, you will gain significant insight into your purpose here on Earth. For many, this journey will have been preceded by a period of upheaval, confusion, and conflict, which has birthed a desire for greater clarity and concrete answers about the meaning and purpose of your life. From this spiritual journey you are undertaking, you will gain wisdom, enlightenment, and an enhanced sense of your personal power. As you travel on this path, make a point to commit to the quest and not be tempted by distractions that may cause you to veer off track. Ganesha urges you to focus your energy less on having and more on simply being. Your spiritual growth can be enhanced by the regular practice of meditation and self-reflection at this time. Now, obviously you have a companion here. Either this person is a guide or you are guiding them, and who says both can't be true, right? That it can't be a companionship way, finding your way through the spiritual quest, doing the alchemy, the surrender necessary, but doing it in a wise, loving, empowered way. That's the only way to stay consistently on the golden timeline that I've been shown. Make the wisest, most loving, most empowered choices and decisions every moment, and be willing to surrender your will to the divine and say, I don't know, because that's called confession. And the gods cannot heal what you will not acknowledge. That's also sort of Course in Miracle. I just paganize it. Let's get you a healing mantra from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, because I'm doing the reading, and every single reading I do uses this really not divination healing system. These mantras work. I've had it since the deck was published, I think 2018. And for fixed air, fixed mind, a mantra could be helpful. Please take a nice deep breath. And sometimes these make general reads more specific. Still point. Yeah, I call upon the ascended masters of divinity and guidance, meaning divine guidance. Please, ascended masters. One card in clarity. There you are. Perfect healing mantra for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers watching this video. Receiving this reading, drawn to this reading. What is a perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize? Guide in the 8th, 2 of Cups on the inner, 2 of Cups on the outer, on a spiritual quest, this full to new. Awakening inspired action. There's only what life is asking of me, and that is so spot on. Bullseye. There is only what life is asking of me. Awakening inspired action. So inspired means from spirit. I mean, you could be inspired to key somebody's car. It's lead, not gold. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I'm sure Tony Stark wouldn't appreciate it, although he might do it. Awakening inspired action is about walking the spiritual path, the spiritual journey, however you want to verbiage that, however you want to verbalize that for yourself. Because for all of us, there's only what life is asking of us. So, when you awaken inspired action, you are an open, willing, third chakra, participant in your soul's journey. You are ready, willing, and able to face any feeling or make any necessary change just for the chance to serve the cosmic plan of the universe. That takes a lot of surrender, but surrender to who? Surrender to what? Surrender that way, not so much this way. This way first. They'll show you what to do about this on the quest, trust me. That one for sure, Z's. Sometimes you gotta walk the road less traveled. When inspired action has been awakened, you radiate higher frequencies of light for the well-being of all. This is superhero terrain, absolutely. It's like being Green Lantern, but the whole lantern. It's very hard chakra, I think. This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-sabotage, because who doesn't learn by doing that? Self-sabotage is when sometimes you get the intuition, you get the guidance, and you say no to it. And everybody does that. Don't beat yourself up for it. Resolving boredom. Oh, a bored Aquarius is dangerous. And increasing fulfillment. There's only what life is asking of me. So you don't have to know what to do in this. You'll be shown step by step on a spiritual quest with guidance. Come on. Come on. You know, you will know. At any given moment, I'll always know exactly what to do, which is another mantra from here. So check your other signs. This could easily incorporate all sorts of other different alchemies going on simultaneously in your life. But let's bring it down to earth a little bit with the Divine Animals Oracle. Everybody's got spirit animals and totems. I'm watching you, Melchior. Stubborn little Taurus cat. Little ankle bonker. He's my youngest, though. He gets away with everything. So, let's find out what your spirit animals and totems have to say to help you with this. Because think about it. The more golden timeline you're on, don't you think the animals kind of want that, too? Please take a nice deep breath. Nose whistle alert. Still point. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, please, beloved ones, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, offering them the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power, the protection via the oracle message to help them alchemize the guide in the 8th, 2 of Cups on the inner, 2 of Cups on the outer, on removing obstacles via a spiritual quest, which is going to take a while, as they awaken inspired action, because there's only what life is asking of them. What do you got for them, beloved animal pantheons? This full to new. Oh dear, 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 D-E-E-R, power. Why do we do it? Power. It's about your personal power. Absolutely talked about here, right? Your power to awaken inspired action, taking that from the inside to the outside. This could be a very loving thing with this 2 of Cups dynamic, both inner and outer. What number is that? It's number 11. Oh dear, dear, dear. Nice antlers. Keyword power. You are enough. You are enough. You are worthy. Ethics are a part of building genuine personal power. This is solar plexus stuff. If you ever question if something is a violation of your honor code or your ethics, pay attention to your solar plexus. If it turns into a fist, don't do it. Take some time out. Seriously, take the journey. Stand strong in front of bullies and hold your boundaries tenaciously. This is very solar plexus. Be proud of what you have achieved, but humble in your outlook. Humility does not mean humiliation. Carolyn Mace, entering the castle, I'm pretty sure. The grace of humility is the shield against humiliation, which is to surrender and say, I know that I don't know, but I'm willing to be shown, right? It's being really honest. Like, I don't know, anything could happen. There's always going to be more data to process. So I know that I don't know, but I'm willing to be shown. That sets you free. That in and of itself is a surrender that allows alchemy to happen in every choice you make on a journey, because this might take a while. Let me read you the magic. Dear magic. Dear magic is all about personal power. When you feel powerless or small, imagine a stag with a crown of antlers standing by you. Party, stag party, lending you its presence and strength. Woof. Deer energy is also great for healing a weak body and for going on astral journeys. Don't forget the astral glide. Sometimes, interdimensional travel can cause chafing, as the Norse did in Seder magic. S-E-I-D-R. Seder. Potato. The power is here. You have the power. He man, he person, he soul, she soul, they soul, we soul, Eunice, meaness, usness, weeness. Wow, awakening inspired action. It's all your choice. It really is. You hold the cards on this one, but with it too, it's all choosy. What you gonna choose? What it says in your heart and what it says in the outside world seems to be something going on there. But it's a journey, it's a quest. It's only what life is asking you here in order to develop your own power ethically. I think we need more of that on the planet. But you see how the guide is going to be really key to this. Your own guidance systems. So let's go from animal to vegetable with the Magical Herb Oracle. Rockpool Publishing, just like Divine Animals Oracle. These books are really well written, but they're not overwrought, right? They're not pedantic, which in and of itself, that word pedantic sort of explains itself. Look it up. It's a fun word. Sherilyn Darcy, author, Deer Dandy, D-E-E-R Dandy, and I think that's why I giggled a little bit, because deer and deer spelt the same way. This is the newest member of the Drawing the Circle Productions divinatory team, and I have consecrated the deck to my beloved Archangel Ariel, my own personal and archangelic lineage. Everybody has one. Mine just happens to be in my birth name. It was a little hard to avoid. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call to my beloved Archangel Ariel, Archangel of Lyons. Why Disney chose to name a mermaid after the Archangel of Lyons, unless she was a lionfish, but she's not. She's just not. It's Hebrew. It means the lion or lioness of God. So please, my beloved Archangel of Lyons, Archangel of Nature, animal, vegetable, mineral, as well as the Archangel of Wealth. One card in clarity for the Aquarius Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. The Magical Herbal Oracle message, and maybe they have access to the herb itself, something that would help them alchemize the guide in the 8th, 2 of Cups on the inner, 2 of Cups on the outer, spiritual quest, awakening inspired action with their own personal power and integrity. This full to new. Purification, burdock. Grows wild on Long Island, but there are many different varieties, and certainly any health food store will have some sort of preparation for burdock for purification. They have burrs on them. Burr! Burr! Sorry, what number is this? card number 31. Yeah, let's put it in black ink at the bottom in the darkest parts so that Mal has to strain his eyes at his age. Card number 31, Purification, Burdock. Oracle meanings, it's time to release what is no longer needed and to encourage what needs to grow in its place. It is, after all, a shadow read. Disappointment is indicated, and you may find it easier and feel more compelled to walk away from a situation rather than fight for change. That's interesting. But action can still assist you to succeed. An offer may be made to you, and you are advised to seek out more information and do a little more research before accepting. Well, that could be part of that spiritual journey for an air sign easily, right? With guidance. If something feels off, it's off. Second chakra to second chakra or otherwise, right? Two of Cups. New opportunities are slowly coming your way, so there's no need to take the first offer unless you are completely sure. This is a time of contemplation. So there, awaken inspired action. Sometimes the inspired action is, don't do anything right now, just breathe. Just be here now, right? Not about having, about being. And that is going to allow your personal power, particularly your solar plexus intuition, to tell you spot on whether something is violating a boundary for you or someone else. But we all do it through the mind, right? What we were taught through civilization after civilization, our own family ethics, what we've, and not to mention our own traumas, have informed that. So, lead to gold, pain to peace, purification is necessary for all of us. But remember, you're not just doing this for you. You're doing it for everybody in your life. Because you purify something, shift some alchemy inside of yourself, you jump at a timeline, and you meet up with that more golden version of them, sometimes down the line, if you gotta walk away. I've seen it happen in my own life more times than I can possibly calculate, and you don't want me to do math. That's why I have Aquarians to do that for me, some of them. So let's get the gold within the lead using The Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish, Blue Angel Publishing. The gold hidden within the lead. Ooh, you almost got away. Let's see if you come back up again. The gold within the lead, the hidden blessing, meaning that the blessing's already here. It's already in play. Just can't see it, right? Because lead, not even Kal-El himself can see through lead. A bummer. But, you know, that's the thing. There is gold in there somewhere. So a little light at the end of the tunnel can be helpful and inspiring, and certainly a piece of guidance to help you do the alchemy. Please take a nice deep breath. It's our last card down. Still point. As I call to the pantheons of all pantheons, please, I politely request a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video who are drawn to this reading to help them do the alchemy in the 8th with the guide, right? What is the hidden blessing, the gold within the lead? So they can alchemize the guide in the 8th, 2 of Cups on the inner, 2 of Cups on the outer on a spiritual quest. There's only what's life is asking of them, so they don't have to take action until it's inspired. And there is a slowing down process here, it feels like, as they develop and call in that deer magic of personal power with ethics and integrity here, and purification. The herb of burdock, to detox, to get rid of, to purify those 3 atoms from lead to gold, and maybe some people, places, and things in their life. So help them through this. What is the hidden blessing, the gold within the lead, this full to new? I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this one in the title. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Well, like I said, there is a certain hero archetype vibe in here going on a spiritual quest. Not a spiritual journey, a spiritual quest. A quest has an objective. A journey is like, hey, let's just go on a journey, right? Doesn't mean we know what's going to happen. So let me read you this blessing, card number 29. Now, the type of battle could very much be a tug of war with another person or a company or just a system or whatever, right? However you're going to play that out, you're going to play it out. So let's get you this blessing. Now, this has a couple of pieces to it, but it does end with the words, blessed be. Once that comes out of my mouth, because we do these blessings for real, that completes the reading. But after that, I'm going to talk about 25 years in business and some changes being made before May 1st, 2023. So let's do this. I'm going to give it my best. Please take a nice deep breath. Why? Because I love you. Still point. Hey, Nikki. Oh, pantheons of all pantheons, please transmit. I surrender my will. Let's do this. Still point. Card number 29. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. A blessing to help you through a conflict that must be faced with courage and compassion for all involved. Battles in our lives are not always the way we have seen them depicted. They may not be a fight or a confrontation or the clash of swords swinging. Sword fight. Most of us do not want the battle. We want the peace and to talk and parlay our way through the differences and the difficulties within our lives. Many times we may walk away knowing that the battle will bring more damage than we can face. And at other times, we must walk through the fires of confrontation and go into a battle we did not want, but which can no longer be avoided. So this is a blessing on those who are to face a battle they wished was not theirs to fight, but it has become clear that they have no choice but to confront, to bring out their arms and to fight. It may be with the law, it may be with wits, it may be through speaking your truth, and it may be by refusing to accept what another has determined is enough for you. You may, I lost my place. That was so right in the second chakra. It may be with a challenge or a condition or an injustice or a cruelty. So keeping it general, but the guide archetype is everything here. I get it. Whatever the nature and form of the battle before you, accept now this blessing upon you for your courage, for your reluctance to bring aggression into the world, for your refusal to run, for your determination to see this story through, and for the belief you now have in yourself and whatever cause it is that you now stand up for. For your warrior's heart, which is blessed with courage and strength, of the feeling of fear, the feeling of fear, yet the ability to stand your ground, for the swinging of the sword and the raising of the shield, for the quiet in the chaos that you will find, and for the sacrifice you will make in order to see this through. You are blessed, and your warrior spirit is rising, and it is blessed. For you are no aggressor or foolish conqueror. You are a soul who will no longer run from what stands between you and for the rest of your beautiful life. Blessed be. For the well-being of all, with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So would it be. So it is. Don't forget that piece of humility, to know that you do not know, but you are willing to be shown will throw open those guidance floodgates most of the time. Did it make sense? Hit the thumbs up. Like, subscribe, notification bell, comment. What it does is it helps other people find the readings to help them do their shadow work, helping all of us evolve, because that's what algorithms, logarithms, and all that do, but there are none on patreon.com, especially not patreon.com/drawing the circle. I don't know what nobody else is doing, but that's the point. You sign up for a level of subscription, you get all the benefits on that level. Seeker, human, hero, angel, witch, immortal, mystic, god, goddess. Check the menu. Click it. Have some fun. Come Patreon on Patreon. We got other things to discuss, like 25 years. business. I've been charging $100 an hour for spiritual counseling and reading sessions for 25 years. It's time for a change, don't you think? So there is a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mel will explain how to book, what happens before, during, and after, and all of that. It will be remade though, because May 1st I'm changing my prices and putting together a little bit of like a Build-A-Bear, like build a reading with Mel with like Lego bricks, metaphorically speaking. But if you book me before May 1st, even for something after May 1st, of course I will honor the $100 an hour flat rate group, private, Zoom, in person, however it plays itself out. There's a link in the description box. Just reach out. I'll be glad to book you. Clients always come first. But more importantly, oh my goodness, this is such a powerful read. Obviously, you have the power to do this. Take the spiritual quest. It's not just a journey. It's not a day-to-day, everyday thing. No. Whatever this is in the battle that cannot be avoided, particularly Two of Cups, this could be with somebody close to you. So hang in there. Do what you gotta do. There's only what life is asking of you, and the guidance is yours for the asking. So hang in there. Do the alchemy. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.